Welcome to an unprecedented deep dive into the enigmatic world of Justin Bieber, a narrative so intricate and layered, you'll be on the edge of your seat from start to finish. TMZ has gone behind the headlines, meticulously uncovering details that paint a startling picture of the pop sensation's recent struggles, both personal and financial. This isn't just about fame, it's about the staggering pressures that come with it, the whispers of financial distress, and the intense scrutiny of his relationships. Prepare to be truly captivated, because what we've unearthed is nothing short of shocking, offering a glimpse into the hidden realities of one of the world's biggest stars. This is the story you haven't heard, filled with unexpected turns and revelations that will leave you hungry for more. So, settle in, because you're about to discover the unexpected truth behind the headlines. And before we dive headfirst into this compelling narrative, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single, mind-blowing detail of this unfolding saga. We need to understand what is truly happening with Justin Bieber. The pop sensation has openly discussed his mental health and its impact on his marriage to Hailey Bieber. Justin posted a video on Instagram announcing the postponement of some upcoming shows due to Ramsay Hunt syndrome, a rare condition causing facial paralysis. Reports then surfaced that he canceled the remaining dates of his Justice World Tour. Later, news broke that Justin Bieber had reportedly fired his longtime manager, Scooter Braun, and that the two had not spoken in months. Then, for a reported $200 million, Justin Bieber sold off the entire rights to all of his music. A longtime friend of the pop star, who has sold over 150 million records, even stated that Justin is, in his words, in a cult. Justin, 31, has also appeared thinner with dark circles under his eyes, sparking concern among many. We have spoken to numerous individuals who are genuinely concerned about Justin Bieber's mental health. There is cause for worry, even in his own words. He has spoken for 8 years about his struggles, even admitting to suicidal thoughts at times, asking if the pain would ever disappear. When he first rose to fame, we saw what appeared to be tantrums, but dismissed them as typical kid behavior. However, sources close to him reveal that these tantrums, now dubbed mantrams by some, are still occurring. In one instance, he reportedly yelled at paparazzi, "This is funny to you guys? Get out of here. Go, get out of here. All you guys want is money, 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 money. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Money." We have conversed with many people in Justin's inner circle who have opened up about his finances and other matters. When asked about his mental health, they immediately shut down the conversation, suggesting there is clearly something they wish to keep hidden. We witnessed this during his Justice tour when he was seen crying on stage. He also posted a lengthy essay expressing feelings of unworthiness. It is common for celebrities, especially those who achieve success at a young age, to feel like imposters, believing they are not as talented or deserving as the world perceives them to be. This can profoundly affect them, leading to many cautionary tales. A significant factor is being prematurely thrust into an adult world, missing crucial developmental stages of childhood and adolescence. Giving children and adolescents adult responsibilities can be traumatic. Children need to be children. We have observed him coming out of restaurants and coffee shops looking frail and agitated with paparazzi. He has previously admitted to being under the influence of various substances, including MDMA, Xanax, marijuana, and mushrooms. He described waking up and immediately taking pills and smoking. A recent alarm was raised at Coachella where he appeared disoriented, sparking rampant online speculation about what he might be taking. We saw him smoking, and some suggested he was on mushrooms again. We interviewed a woman who stood next to him for an hour and a half at Coachella. She stated he looked totally normal, just like a normal 30-year-old, and did not appear intoxicated, reminding her of how she and her friends behave when out having a good time. However, reports also indicate he has been in Iceland, where he allegedly engaged in bong rips while working on an album. Experts warn that with legalization, the concentration of THC in cannabis approaches 100%, making it profoundly addictive and linked to significant psychiatric problems. Justin's representatives have denied that he is taking any hard drugs, a sentiment echoed by his team. However, some question the definition of a hard drug, noting its subjectivity and point out that mushrooms, while not considered hard by some, certainly impact mood. His team's immediate defensiveness when mental health is discussed suggests a struggle, despite Justin openly crying out for help. Stating he is trying to figure things out, his team maintains he is in the best place he has ever been. This stark contradiction makes one wonder whom to believe. Sources also describe Justin as a Jekyll and Hyde personality, capable of being very sweet but also exhibiting a strong narcissistic streak. This does not necessarily imply instability, but rather a coping mechanism, as no one can be sweet all the time, especially a celebrity facing immense pressure. The notion that a global superstar like Justin Bieber must have a perfect life is a frequent misconception. When you think of Justin Bieber, you inevitably think of him and Hailey together. They are an iconic couple, constantly followed by paparazzi. However, their marriage has reportedly been extremely difficult, to the point where they almost split up. Justin himself, perhaps jokingly, mentioned in an interview on Ellen that their marriage felt arranged. He explained that Hailey, raised Christian, was introduced to him and his mom, sharing similar values. He now perceives it as an arranged marriage. Justin was famously on and off with Selena before his on and off relationship with Hailey. Shortly after Selena and Justin broke up, he was seen with Hailey, leading many online to believe she was waiting on the sidelines like an understudy. Many remember the surprise of their engagement in the Bahamas, occurring after only a month of being back together. These two young, high-profile celebrities faced numerous challenges in their marriage. Both Hailey and Justin were reportedly open about their marital struggles. Hailey even stated that at one point she didn't want to do this anymore. She has faced harsh criticism from fans who still believe Justin and Selena are destined to be together, with some declaring Team Selena and asserting Hailey will never be Selena. Conversely, some sources claim Hailey viewed the marriage as a youthful version of Jay-Z and Beyoncé, suggesting she doesn't shy away from the spotlight and, in fact, loves it. What she reportedly dislikes is the abuse she receives from fans who believe she stalked Justin. Indeed, some are convinced Hailey was a stalker. Justin carried a lot of trauma into the marriage, making it difficult for both of them, and he reportedly had a breakdown in the first year of their marriage. Hailey reportedly called her mom crying in Manhattan, telling her, "I just can't do it." There was also a reported lack of trust, as Hailey had known Justin long enough to witness his promiscuous behavior. Despite this, she reportedly has no reason to be insecure now, as she is married to him and he is reportedly head over heels in love with her, and they have an adorable son. However, the relentless press attacks on her for simply being his chosen partner must be incredibly challenging. Sources close to the couple indicate that Selena remains a constant presence, not because of anything Selena has done, but due to Hailey's perception of her. As the saying goes, Selena is living rent-free in Hailey's head. To this day, Selena is reportedly on Hailey's mind, almost serving as a benchmark. This is evident in alleged instances of copying, from tattoos to certain quotes. For example, on January 24, 2020, Selena stated, "I realized that everybody else seemed to be narrating my life for me. So why don't I put something out that is my side of the story?" A month later, Hailey reportedly said, "I realized that I was able to tell my story about who I was from my own mouth instead of people from the outside being able to tell my story for me." This similarity, just a month apart, is striking. Justin has also faced severe financial difficulties. Sources reveal that both he and Hailey spend extravagantly. There's a story from the Justice Tour where Justin had a massive jet, and Hailey allegedly wanted the same type of jet. Tour managers reportedly told them they were spending too much money and suggested Hailey take a smaller jet. She supposedly refused, stating, "Absolutely not. That's the jet that Kylie has, and I'm not taking a lesser jet." Money and intimacy are two common sources of marital conflict, and their immense financial troubles reportedly bled into their relationship. Despite the woman in Palm Springs witnessing them being loving and affectionate at a concert, and Justin appearing protective of Hailey, he openly admits to struggling. If he is saying this publicly, what is he saying privately? While every marriage has its ups and downs, theirs appears to have been far from smooth sailing. One source claimed that a core issue was Justin's heavy marijuana use, with Hailey reportedly urging him to slow down after they had a child. He entered the marriage with pre-existing issues, reportedly believing Hailey could fix him, which placed immense pressure on her. However, they appear to have worked through it, seeming tight and very much in love. Justin Bieber, during his career, amassed between $500 million and $1 billion. Yet, it is breathtaking to learn that he reportedly had to sell his music catalog because he was broke. Money appears to be at the root of much of this, specifically Justin's music earnings. While Bieber's side claims he wrote everything, Scooter Braun's side asserts he wrote none of his hits. However, if you look at all of his songs, Justin is listed as one of the writers. This is not uncommon, as even changing one note on a demo can justify a writing credit. One collaborator reportedly sent Justin a demo that he did not change at all, yet Justin was still credited. For example, Pooh Bear reportedly wrote What Do You Mean? And according to sources not from Scooter's camp, he sent Justin demos for every song he wrote, and Justin reportedly never changed them. Ed Sheeran and Benny Blanco wrote Love Yourself, and a documentary shows them recording and writing it, with Justin nowhere in sight. Boyfriend was written by Mike Posner, and Sorry by Julia Michaels and Justin Tranter. According to Scooter's camp, Justin would not have secured his $200 million publishing deal if not for Scooter obtaining the publishing rights for music he largely didn't write. Some writers were fine with giving Justin publishing rights because his singing made their songs hits. So, while Justin's people claim Scooter screwed him, it's unclear how, particularly regarding this aggressive pursuit of publishing rights. Scooter, who discovered Justin 18 years ago and made him a superstar, seems to have acted within his role. However, Justin has a different narrative about the beginning of their professional relationship. At 13, he saw Scooter as a father figure, placing all his trust in him. Looking back, he reportedly feels he was fleeced or bamboozled throughout their career together. The question remains, was he truly bamboozled? And if so, how specifically did Scooter wrong him? Who is influencing Justin to believe this? It's truly crazy, considering how close Scooter and Justin appeared for years. You could see that Scooter loved Justin like a son, and Justin loved Scooter like a father. There's a clip of young Justin wanting to buy a toy helicopter, and Scooter telling him he couldn't, acting as a true father figure. Another perspective, which Justin now reportedly holds, is that Scooter loved him and acted like a father because Justin was making him incredibly rich. Justin was the golden goose. An old saying notes that if someone is taking a percentage of your money, the richer they get, the richer you get. This tale is as old as the music industry itself. There will always be someone profiting from the artist, but conflict arises when the artist feels that person is taking too much. The breaking point for Justin Bieber and Scooter Braun, particularly for Justin, was reportedly the Justice Tour. He was not alone in this. The tour was notoriously difficult. Justin abruptly canceled the remaining 81 shows of the 130-date tour, plunging into massive debt and leaving fans furious, resulting in widespread finger-pointing. The tour began in February 2022. Justin performed 49 shows before pulling the plug. He revealed on social media that he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, a serious condition causing shingles in the inner ear, loss of balance, and facial paralysis, which he clearly exhibited. He showed his eye not blinking, his inability to smile on one side of his face, and his nostril not moving. He still retains some residual effects. We are told he underwent a physical, likely for insurance purposes, and reportedly passed, with the insurance company stating there was nothing wrong with him. The fact that the insurance company reportedly did not pay, and Justin has not filed a lawsuit against them, suggests he truly did pass the physical. This is astonishing given his public breakdowns, his COVID diagnosis at the tour start, and his Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. Many saw him crying and breaking down on stage, questioning his well-being. The fact that he allegedly passed this physical and appeared healthy contrasts sharply with public observations. Now, in light of the insurance policy and the physical, those social media posts seem to be him attempting to build a case for receiving insurance money. Scooter's camp claims Justin simply wanted to go home, was tired, and desired to spend more time with Haley and live his life without touring. However, Justin's sources claim he was set up for failure, a show pony forced to perform tricks nightly. AEG paid Justin a $40 million advance for the tour. When Justin canceled, AEG demanded $24 million back, which Justin reportedly didn't have. Scooter's company, Hybe, reportedly agreed to assume this debt, with Justin signing a note to repay Hybe $24 million over 10 years. He made only one payment. Scooter's side states Justin's people called, saying he couldn't afford to pay anymore. Justin's side claims his accountant, Lou Taylor, discovered Scooter had been overpaid commissions. Justin allegedly accused Scooter of screwing him. Scooter ordered an internal audit from Hybe, which concluded Justin owed him $1 million. Justin's people reportedly questioned this, arguing Hybe would naturally favor its own company. So, Scooter hired Price Waterhouse, an independent and highly respected accounting firm, to conduct a 6-month audit. The audit, completed last month, concluded Justin owed Scooter over $8 million, almost $9 million. Justin, who requested the independent audit, did not like this result. His team reportedly conducted their own audit but has refused to disclose the results, nor have they disputed the $8 million figure. We were told Justin doesn't even want that money. If Justin had finished the tour, he would have made $90 million, solving many problems. When you're wealthy, these issues matter less. When you're broke, you tend to blame others. On a call, sources close to Justin acknowledged that in 2022, he was on the verge of financial collapse, which is why he sold his catalog. He was reportedly so broke in 2022 that he had to borrow a credit card from Will Bracey, a church member and his co-partner, to play golf. He couldn't afford a round of golf. Yet, it's not cheap to be the biggest pop star in the world. He reportedly owned 2 charter jets and mega mansions, all paid for in cash. The $200 million catalog sale was shocking, especially given his early career stage, unlike older artists selling their catalogs. It was sold out of desperation. Justin, Haley, and his attorney Michael Rhodes reportedly approached Scooter about selling the catalog. Scooter initially refused but eventually agreed, advising them to wait until January for a tax break. However, Justin insisted on selling it in December, illustrating his financial desperation. How does one blow through $1 billion? Reportedly, 8 buses, one of which underwent a $2 million renovation, and his insistence on flying only heavy jets, not regular light jets, on the Justice Tour, contributed to massive spending. He is currently in Iceland, staying in a hotel for almost $60,000 a night, having rented out the entire place. In Justin's defense, he became a star at 13 and didn't understand money. Perhaps Scooter, acting as a surrogate father, should have better educated him on money management. Justin, from all accounts, spent wildly. This tendency to blame others when broke is almost psychological. Scooter bears some responsibility for not teaching him better about money, though it's fair to wonder how much a kid wants to hear such advice. Legally, based on contracts and audits, Scooter appears to be owed money and acted within his rights. Justin signed and reaffirmed these contracts years later. Thus, legally, Scooter is not in the wrong, though Justin may perceive him as the bad guy. This raises the question of who is influencing Justin. A common thread throughout Justin Bieber's life since becoming famous is his constant reliance on a Svengali figure. First, it was Scooter Braun, his manager and surrogate father. Then Carl Lentz, the pastor of Hillsong Church, became his guru. Now, it appears to be Judah Smith. Judah Smith is reportedly different, wielding significant influence over Justin's personal and business life. This becomes problematic when Judah, a pastor, reportedly sits on the board of Drew House, Justin's clothing line, and then Justin's relationship with his co-founder and best man, Ryan Good, falls apart. Similarly, when his relationship with Scooter Braun deteriorates, those who are cut out of Justin's life point fingers at Judah, suggesting he is influencing Justin to distrust those who have supported him. Critics claim Judah's church is a cult, with Judah as the leader. Judah has reportedly laughed this off, saying, "If we're a cult, we're the worst cult in histories of all cults." We meet once a month, guys. He attributes these attacks to people being threatened by Justin having a protective circle. We spoke with a woman who sued the church as a staff member. She claimed a non-negotiable requirement was to give 10% of one's gross income back to the church, stating, "To not tithe off of a paycheck that comes from a tithe doesn't work for me. You are not as invested as you think you are if there's not a money trail." She also recounted telling them she couldn't afford it and that people were reportedly fired for not tithing. Hit that subscribe button for more discoveries on Justin Bieber.